Hello everybody and welcome back to this best of 3 between Team 99 Cents and Team APE. Team 99 Cents managing to take it in a 40-minute long slugfest between the two teams. Will they be able to take it in a 2-0 fashion, or is APE going to go ahead and take it back to a 1-1 series and force this to a Game 3?
Oh, yay.
See? Woo! Thank you so much. I love all of you.
And the Oscar award goes to... Anyways, draft number 2 is now completed. Did they go oh?
Who does the Oscar go to?
Well, not you. Game number 2 coming your way here. Ribbit, I think that this draft deserves an award. Let's take a look.
With that said and done, we have a couple of return picks and bans. We are on Ribbit 4, so that's going to explain at least one or two of these. Scoldy being banned by Team Ape, then Swiggins by 99 Cents. Team Ape then picking up Coco. 99 Cents then picks up Penny and then Coco of their own. Ape then finishes off their first of 2 picks with Scoop. They then decide to ban Nah. 99 Cents bans Clunk. Then 2 Teds come out, 1 for either team. So Team Ape going for a more resilient kind of build, although Scoop doesn't do a lot of damage. Coco takes some time to do damage, and Ted tapers off. 99 Cents, Penny, Coco, and Ted, that is going to be a brutal team with the pulse into anything that anybody else does on the team. So we're going to see how the Scoop and the Penny works out, but I have a feeling that's a better matchup for the Penny than it is for the Scoop.
Very likely, yeah. We've seen this before. This is Ion's combo.
Yep, this is Ion's combo. Although they are more than happy to replace the Ted with a Vinny when the situation applies, or a Frog.
Yeah.
They do like that aggressive kind of lineup. Yeah. But in Ribbit, Ted makes a lot of sense. Airstrike does a lot of work.
Same with that Knobban because in Ribbit we saw this earlier. You know, we finally saw a really good zoning Gnaw, although he has yet to actually win in our stream.
Yep, that's how the Gnaw do.
If you play Gnaw, if you play Ayla, pray you don't get casted because you won't win. That's just the combo right there. So we're gonna jump into this Ribbit 4 game number 2. Teams are already in it and underway. So we're gonna see what's going on.
Yep, Ape sporting Ted, Scoop, and Coco, and you've got Team 99 Cents sporting a Ted, a Penny, and a Coco. On the Coco for Team Ape, you got Deities yet again. Ted being played by Owls, the wonderful wizard, and Mavij playing your Scoop. On the blue team, Ted being played by Whoopi. Penny is going to be played by Nikki. And then finally Coco, played by Toy and Humor. So very similar kind of layout to last time for 99 Cents. They got Nikki on a burst heavy character that does a lot of damage, then highly mobile. They got Whoopi on a slow, important team fighting character, i.e. Ted. And then they've got Toilet Humor on his Coco. On the red team, again, similar kind of story. Paul's going to come out. It's going to end up hitting a couple of people, but Deity's going to be the one to have to run home and, well, not run all the way home. He's just going to pick up a 500 HP pack. So at this stage, 1 minute in, no kills yet. Base abilities picked up on almost everyone except for the Teds. The Teds go for just airstrike and decide to save up, but for what?
Well, it has to be a bigger upgrade.
Oh yeah,
195.
But
so
what?
195 here on Oz. Let's see, we got 208 here on Whoopi. They're pretty much neck and neck. If somebody goes home now, and it looks like Ted is actually going to go home now. He's thinking about it. He's like, ooh, so many choices. No,
machine gun damage it is.
Yep.
Which is understandable and probably expected at this point. Ted loves that machine gun damage upgrade. Like we said before, it's very efficient, very effective, and ultimately the most important upgrade that Ted could possibly pick up. Gives him machine gun damage and shotgun damage at the same time, so it's well worth the 190 solar you pump into it.
Right now we're seeing big roam comp here from 99 Cents. Mavij has just kind of been holding down the fort up top. Gets ganked out every now and then, but overall with his bindings he's going to be alright. We're leaving Ted on the, and that's going to lead us into airstrikes, which again on the vertical shaft here in the mid. It's really good to get control because if anybody's coming down for the gank, they have to now play around it. But Oz is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Does get actually punted forward and didn't actually have to go up top into that double first blood, but he decided to anyways. And Mavij is going to be the sole survivor here, the widower, so to speak. But 2 kills all of a sudden for 99 Cent. And again, like 99, they're sticking to 3, whereas it was a 2-1 split here for Ape. And this early on, especially with a Penny and a Coco, they can lead themselves into some big burst damage opportunities. It was apparently just going to lead them into some big tower damage opportunities too.
Which is important. In Ribbit, it's one of those very push-heavy maps. Once you've got those ganks, you've got to take those turrets. You take those turrets, you'll have access to the entire jungle. That's 4 neutral creeps worth of HP and access to at least one, if not both, of the solar bosses on a regular basis. So very important to pick up those upgrades. Blue Ted, Whoopi, still hasn't gone back. He's got 400 solar. He's just rolling in the money right now. I can't wait to see what he's going to pick up when he goes back home, though I suspect he'll be a couple of ranks of machine gun damage and possibly range.
So even without the machine gun damage, the collapse after that double kill onto this bottom red turret, that's actually really impressive that it was just base abilities that basically did that. But it's also very important to show that we cannot afford really kind of any more big screw-ups already from Team APE, because they will lose out that turret, they will lose out that bastion of safety and that map presence down there. And, well, this actually could be good for them if they pick up this Whoopi, but, well, I mean, it's all about the red, white, and blue, apparently, with those doubles.
Yeah, and it's just not enough. Whoopi's just going to continue to just waltz out and not die. Toilet Humor picks up Knockout Ball, and that's different from last time. Last time went straight into Chuck's board. This time went into a little bit of initiation first.
Right.
Now Nikki picking up Snack Carrying Badge and Boots. So
sounds familiar.
Yeah, very survivable penny build. Gonna go for that just hard to kill abilities first, so that way she can continue to survive to farm for another day. On the red team, you've got your first rank of machine gun damage, like we mentioned before, but on top of that, Boots now on deities. So that's important. That's always good. Whoopi has 2 ranks in the gun damage upgrades, so he's ahead of his TED counterpart by a decent amount. 200 solar almost.
It helps that he has a kill.
Yeah, it helps that he's got a kill. That's definitely a thing. But 26 creep kills to go with it. Kind of important. 27 now. And down goes this top turret. It's taking so much damage.
I saw that ball go out, and it's like, if Deities doesn't see this and turns right around right now, he's going to actually drop. But doesn't actually happen. And the bottom turret, skin of his teeth, 2 bars at the 4-minute, just under 5-minute mark. And the defense is basically still just like last time. I mean, right now, APE is very much on the defensive. It's a very mobile kind of comp coming out here from 99cents, but they are very good at controlling the map.
And in this case, they have more of an ability to keep people where they want them, which is outside of tower range, or dead, is the case may be, as Nikki manages to pick up that left click onto the opponent, onto Oz's TED. So that's going to really hamper their ability to defend themselves. That pulse almost enough to kill deities, but not quite. Nikki doing a really good job of just being everywhere and a constant damaging nuisance.
Yep.
Not to mention a complete menace. That pulse almost enough to get the kill there, too. That would have been frightening. That
solar boss really had some good projection on that vomit right there.
Oh, yeah. There's occasionally the solar boss gets really mad. Speaking of which, this solar boss on the other side going to take a lot of damage and going to go down to Nikki pouncing it to death. So, yeah, that will be that. That's going to be another 20 solar in each of the pockets of those members. Now, the solar boss on the other side being attempted by Team APE. Is it going to end up going down?
Deities?
Yep.
Wow.
Deities lucky enough that he didn't spew again, but they now match Solar Boss for Solar Boss at the very least, so that's okay.
Yeah, but they can't match the tower. They can't match 3 kills. Not yet. Creeps are even more heavily in favor here of 99cents. 36 and 37 for the Penny and the Ted. 9 here for Team APE on Deities.
It's brutal.
That's an amazing difference between them.
And a lot of that, keep in mind, are jungle creeps, but they are still worth 3 solar apiece, so yeah, that's farm is farm at this point. It doesn't matter what quality creep it is. The point is that 99cents has a lot more of them, and it is really beginning to show. You got double Starstorm statue coming out on Ted. He decided, I don't need that 3rd rank of machine gun damage, not quite yet. And I go ahead and boost up my airstrike damage at the same time. So now he's got that going on for him for only 258 solar. Chuck's board being brought out by Toilet Humor, and Nikki still hasn't gone back to get anything other than what he has so far. Red team, you've got Picky Bank into Conductors now on to Deities. The Deities are going to try to get at least some farm, but it's so difficult now that you can't really get close to anybody without getting murdered for it. Deities going to get chased down here. Lots of blaze. Out comes some damage from Nikki. Nikki's not going to end up chasing. Not there. Not now. And, yeah, that's going to be the end of that. Whoopi's going to head on home with 206 solar. So we'll see if he gets anything out of that. Probably, yep, 3rd rank of machine gun damage. Twisted Lance coming out on the scoop on the red team. I haven't seen Mavij do very much recently. Is one problem. He exists. He tosses out hammers, and I guess he's the reason why the top lane hasn't completely caved in.
Exactly right.
Yeah, it's just it's
he's been a guardian of the tower more than a guardian of his teammates at a 3-0. I mean, cooldown hammers, snipe hammers, it really does add up in terms of a lane pushing potential. And if you can just keep those passive pushes at bay, well, you're going to be doing your team a favor in the long run, despite the fact that they're actually down in those kills. Oz is not, this is a no pass zone, Oz, but Toilet Humor is just going to solidify that law with a ball to the face. And Whoopi actually lived through that. Nikki took a solar boss off all that. And, that's just not looking good for Ape.
No, it's not. That solar advantage is continuously getting larger and larger. Everybody on 99 cents now at least 300 or 400 solar ahead of anybody on the red team. Red team, what was that? Wow. Nikki just saying, you know what? I dare you. I double dog dare you to come close to me.
That's a mind game. That's an alpha thing right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Deity's taking a great knockback ball to the face, but not going to end up dying. Not here, not today. Mavij may be in a wrong spot at the wrong time. He's going to take an airstrike to the face and almost lightning ball, but he'll end up being fine. Nikki going to try to come in from behind and do stuff. But interesting build on the Penny. Going for what I am assuming is left-click attack speed and 1 rank in the pounce damage instead of the pulse damage. So Nikki going for a very different build than what we're used to seeing on Pennies. It's going to be enough, though. They're going to take out Mavij for a 5-0 so far lead against Team Ape. Ape on the ropes already in a big way.
That's the top turret.
And that's going to be your top turret for sure. Yeah, but with the Guardian of the turret dead, they're going to take it.
Guardians of the turrets.
And apparently of the solar boss, because that solar boss got murder-fied very quickly.
Murder-fied is a good word to put.
It is my favorite word.
Nice shotgun here to Deities. Double shotgun, triple, and done. You will not run away from a TED like that, especially with that vertical space kind of working negatively against the Coco there. I'm not too sure if Deities just didn't see him there, or she was just kind of focusing on getting to the side of her friends that were being pushed down in the bottom lane. But Ted, put her up there for a 6-0.
Yeah, and that was just a lot of really well-placed shotgun shells. I mean, Deities tried his best to get away as fast as possible, but there's only so much you can really do. Ted that's keeping up, Ted doesn't have terrible vertical movement. His jump is actually all right. So if he can keep up with you, and you as a Coco in this case, not a crazy amount of vertical movement either, so Ted can keep up. That's shotgun. That's stealing a fair amount of damage every shot, and all 4 shells managed to hit. So that's gonna be that will do it. Yep. Maxed out pounce damage now on Nikki, by the way.
And nice combo there on top of Whoopi, but yeah, Nikki. Oh man, Nikki goes from a frog to a penny and is absolutely terrifying. Putting up a score of 2-0 and 65 creeps, most of the game right now. She has a lot of cash under her belt.
She definitely does. She's actually taken the lead in terms of creep kills, which was firmly in Whoopi's hands for a period of time, but that attack speed upgrade really proving to be very useful.
It's clawing her way forward.
Absolutely. Oh, out comes the pounce. That's going to stop Deities from being able to teleport home, and down she goes. The collapse is real out of 99 cents, and that's going to be the 7th kill. Now it's Oz's turn as they take a lot of damage. Out comes the airstrike. That's going to be enough, but it's going to be Nikki's pounce that ends up picking up the kill, actually. So now teams going right back to it. Nikki looking really good, going to pick up some HP, and at this point, here's hoping that they put on a decent push and decide to really abuse the advantage that they've been given here today.
Well, here comes the machine gun damage, and it's just going to start taken away. Toilet Humor does have the superconductor as well, so that's an extra 40, or actually half of that, 20 damage on top of the towers every auto attack. And well, Mavij can't really do much about it. He gets pushed all the way back. Comes down to see Nikki, but Nikki has already done the damage to that tower that she needs to. And actually, Coco. Where did Coco die from?
Coco ended up going down to Deities' Blaze, interestingly enough. Just kind of got caught out at the wrong time. Now Nikki may be in a bad spot. Out comes the pounce. A couple of left clicks now, back up to full combo points. The combo points come out, it's going to be real, but unfortunately down he goes. A well-placed shotgun and airstrike are going to be enough. Mavij now in a bad spot. He gets shotgunned as well. He's going to end up dying there. Airstrike coming out. It's not going to hit Whoopi. Whoopi's going to eat the ball, though, and the Blaze is real as well. He's going to take a decent amount of damage, but he gets the HP creeps and then takes out Deities with a well-placed shotgun shell. So that's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of 99 cents.
Whoopi just very nearly went 3v1 and wiped out all 3 of the opponents.
Yeah, airstrike does that. So does Starstorm Statue and Machine
Guns. Yeah, that's the big one there. But that airstrike with the creep health steal, wow.
That was either a lot of luck or incredibly smart play. Either way, Whoopi taking home a double kill. Out comes the airstrike. Whoopi is doing a good job. Oh, gets shotgun, but Oz not going to be able to really keep up. Toilet
Shot
humor
for
there.
shot.
Yeah, shotgun is going to turn out really well, though, for Whoopi. Whoopi's doing a good job. He's now got 2 ranks of pills to solidify his ability to not die and to continue to put out that machine gun damage.
There's the vulnerability on top of Oz, but no kind of follow-up there. Either way, creeps are now pushing in. Towers are dropping left, right, and center. 10-2 for the score. And again, like, it's a nostalgic feeling. We've seen APE in these positions just tough it out. They turtle up, and they wait, and they wait. It didn't work last game. I am having doubts it's going to work this time, but there is that possibility that they can actually bring this back because we've seen it before.
Yeah, but not. I don't think we've really seen it to this point before, to be perfectly honest with you. This is definitely in 99. Like 99 cents has to make some massive mistakes.
765 is what, 1800 solar?
Something like that. Out comes the airstrike. Not going to end up hitting anybody. Instead, Oz is going to pick up a kill onto Nikki. Nikki playing a little bit too close to the fire. He's going to end up going down. So now it's 3v2, but this 2 not afraid of anything. They're just going to keep on farming away. Oz is going to take a lot of damage. He's going to end up dying to that airstrike. The body block is real. Now, if 99 cents gets any serious advantage at all, Whoopi now has the attack speed upgrade on the stim pack.
Yep.
That practically puts out a river of bullets with machine gun when used. It is an absolutely devastating upgrade if you get caught on the wrong side of it. So 99 cents, if they get any advantage whatsoever, this time they're aiming to really just destroy towers, kick butt, take names, the whole shebang.
Chew bubblegum.
Yep. Kick button, chew bubblegum.
I
think that's a Ted thing. I'm not sure.
What?
No, wait.
Nukem.
Yeah, it's either him or Lone Star. Lone Star, I think, says it too, actually.
Oh, really?
No, it's kick button, chew tobacco for Lone Star. That's what it is.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Kick button, chew tobacco.
Well, no Lone Stars here. We have seen a few today, but no, not in this matchup. It's been very heavily favored in terms of Ted's, Coco's. Seen a few pennies now out there. Not as many scoops as I would have expected. Somebody in chat earlier was asking, why don't we see any kind of Swiggins? Well, he's a very common ban.
Yeah, usually he's in the first bands pretty much every single time.
First or second.
Yeah, and it seems like Penny going for the left-click damage now. So very different build than what we're used to seeing. Going for
I think
left
it's more for towers.
I think so too. And it's one of those things where it's like, do they need the towers or do they need the gank capability? And out comes that stim pack with the damage you saw there on that top turret. It's a lot. Oz gets the kill onto Toilet Humor. Now Toilet Humor is going to be in the drop pod in the sky. Oz gets picked off by Nikki. Whoopi just going to barely survive as well there, but he's going to get a lot of HP off of that hammer coming out of Mavija. Now Nikki coming in with 170 damage.
This
claws attacks.
Yeah,
That
absolutely
hurts.
insane. So Nikki's going to try to do her best 2-on-1 here up against Deities. Deities is not in any kind of position to stay here. Oh, the hammer turret combo in the back of it. Whoopi did not dodge out that hammer. Paid for it with his life. Either way, core damage done. Just those few scratches plus Ted was about 4 or 5 bars right there.
Some very deep scratches.
Yeah, and at 16 minutes in, you know, we're looking at this core damage. Nikki is on the field. We do actually now have Toilet Humor on his way over. Could be a little bit of a bait here as Nikki is still going really ham in top of this aggression. And now with the help of Toilet Humor, they take home the top of the kill of Majif. And I don't think they saw that coming.
I don't think so either. And
Toilet Humor is trying a 2v1.
Yeah, and he's going to probably succeed in at least getting one of the kills. Will he end up dying for it? It is not going to happen. Deity's unable to quite land that lightning ball. And
here comes Whoopi.
Only that. So that's
go
2 for them to pick off here. Yeah, they're going to go for this bottom turret for sure. They're going to put some pressure on the core as well at the same time. So that bottom turret will probably go down, but Deities is going to get caught in a sandwich here. Just barely going to get away thanks to Blaze. No pounce available as that was what was used to initiate, and the pulse just going to miss. Spoonman now being picked up by Mavij, but it's not going to be enough as this turret, this core, just taking so much damage as Nikki's left-clicking for well over 100 most of the time. And this core goes down. 17-minute game this time.
Very different compared to game number 1.
Yeah, APE unable to really just keep or hold on to any sort of advantage that they had. They just They unfortunately were not able to pull off the Ape sustain, the Ape grit, I don't know what it, like the essence of what Ape was in the qualifiers. They just weren't able to pull it through in this matchup against 99cents. But 99cents, as we know, is a very, very skilled team. They are one of the favorites to win this entire tournament.
They are.
And
They're
Ape
the
still
favorite.
played very well. Ape still played very well. They couldn't deal with the amount of damage that really came out, and then the eventual push that happened out of 99cents there, especially with the stim packed Ted McPayne and Nikki going for that left click build.
Yeah, the left click build definitely helps. I mean, by the time you got to the left click build, they were like 10-3, 10-4, somewhere around there. It's just like, well, we have the damage to get the kills. We need towers and structure damage, and that leads you into a lot of auto attack usually.
Yeah, and in this case, that's exactly what happened. Their base abilities were enough to pick up kills were needed. They went to the left click to, well, some, like Ted, for instance, always goes in the left click anyway. But, you know, Penny, this is the first time that we've seen her go for a claw damage build. Coco going for superconductor, knockback ball, and left click damage by the end of it as well.
Didn't even go Blaze.
No, well, went Blaze, had 3 ranks in Chuck's board, but
All
yeah,
right,
that's it.
Right.
That's all. So they knew that they had the damage with base abilities.
Yep.
They went full ham with left click, and it ended up being enough to really just take those towers and deal enough damage to the core to just end the game earlier for themselves. They had the advantage that they really used it. 104 creep kills, by the way, on the Ted.
103 on the Penny.
Yeah.
38 on, unfortunately, Ape's Coco. 38, 35, and 53. We're almost looking at, just across the board, a factor of 2 when it comes to the creeps.
Yeah, which is brutal.
Yep, it's a tough position. But, you know, Ape, they're not out of the tournament. They're just into the lower bracket, and it will be 99cents that moves on. 99cents, I believe, takes on All-Stars.
That would be cool. I'd be down with that.
So that will also leave us with Ion taking on Boss.
Which is another very strong matchup we've seen in the past.
So we're going to talk to our admins, figure out which ones those are going to be. Get the draft process flowing because, guys, we still have winners semis, winners finals today. And, you know, every